Every single Monday, I sit down and track my expenses for the week, and this is a super quick routine that helps me stay on top of my money and my spending. So I thought that I would show you the process and do a little what I spend in a week to show you how easy it is to stay on top of your finances. I do this regularly for a few reasons. The first, it's less overwhelming than doing it once a month or not at all. So I'm more likely to keep up with it and keep doing it if I do it on a weekly basis, and that's just what I found works for me. The second, as you know, I put all my expenses on credit cards to take advantage of credit card points. So tracking regularly is how I avoid overspending and stay responsible with those credit cards. And then the third is that by tracking, I make sure that I'm in line with my values. So I know if I spent a lot one week, that maybe the next week I need to pull back, or that most of the time I learn that I'm actually pretty in line and everything's okay, and it helps resolve a lot of my anxiety. Before we get too far, consider subscribing if you're interested in financial content or seeing just a regular 25-year-old go about their day, and like this video because it supports me so much and it's such an easy and free thing for you to do. So maybe, please. Okay, so about this week. There was literally nothing special about this week. I just filmed the week before I needed to edit this video so it would be ready to go when I needed to post the video. It was a holiday week. I had a little bit more going on, and I'm actually a little bit nervous that my spending was too high this week, but only one way to find out. Let's just jump right in, starting with Sunday. On Sunday, I went for a run with a friend and then we grabbed a coffee afterwards. I love combining social activities with exercise because I think it's like a double whammy for my busy schedule and helps me actually follow through with both of those things. We ran in Golden, Colorado, which is one of my favorite spots to run in. There's a great trail. And then we grabbed coffee at a spot. I think it's called the Windy Saddle Cafe in downtown Golden. This came out to $5.11 and was the only money I spent that day. Actually, looking back, I kind of regret not buying her coffee too. I want to be more generous with my money in 2025. Monday, I worked all day. I didn't spend any money after work, so total of $0 spent on Monday. Tuesday was New Year's Eve. I worked during the day and then we had plans that night. Don't worry, it's still a holiday. Jake and I went to the Avs game. I got him tickets to the hockey game as a Christmas present, so we are calling this free because I have already accounted for this expense elsewhere. I do save regularly for gifts, and this is a gift that I actually purchased with credit card rewards. The tickets were $239 though. We went to In-N-Out before the game because we didn't have a lot of time to get real food. This came out to $22.39, and then we took the train down to the game so that we weren't paying for parking or dealing with any of the traffic or anything like that. Because the game is longer than 3 hours, we had to get all-day train tickets, which for 2 people was $11. I think Denver charges too much for their public transit, but that's all I'll say on that. And then our tickets, when I found them, Ticketmaster, I bought them off Ticketmaster. I got Taylor Swift tickets, okay? I have the same issues you do with Ticketmaster, but that's the only place you can buy tickets. But Ticketmaster was doing a like happy hour deal, so each ticket was the same price as tickets without the happy hour deal, but you got $17 in rewards for concessions with the tickets. And Jake and I don't drink, so like we bought popcorn and a Coke, or a Dr. Pepper, I think, because it was too late for a Coke. We wanted to sleep good that night. And that came out to less than the $17 each that we got. So we should have tried harder to spend all the money or like tipped someone the 17 bucks, but whatever. So that was our New Year's Eve, and it was fun.
We're not in the back row. There's one row behind us.
On Wednesday, I worked.
I'm tired. It's hard to go to work today, but I'm still not going to treat myself to anything, even though today would be an easy day to be like, well, you know, you're being brave. You're working an extra holiday. Treat yourself. Nope, I got my tea. I only got 8 hours of work. Actually, a little less because I stayed late the past 2 days. So still, we're good.
One thing that I see at work a lot is people buy like lunch or coffees because we can just tap with a badge and it feels like Monopoly money. But when you do the math, that adds up to so much. Personally, like it's not coming out of your paycheck, so you're not budgeting it, so you're never seeing it go. I do not let myself buy a soda, even from the cafeteria, nothing. I don't buy anything, and it saves me a lot of money every single week. Thursday, I worked during the day and then we started feeling crummy as the day went on. Turns out we got the flu. I had had my flu shot and it did not help at all. We ordered the necessities for being uber sick from Instacart. This comes out of our shared expenses, but it was $33.88 on this Instacart order with the tip. We got like Gatorade and soup and all the things, you know. Friday, we were down bad, laid in bed, drinking our Gatorade from Instacart and trying just to survive, so no money was spent. On Saturday, we started to feel a little bit better. We hadn't eaten in like 36 hours because nothing you don't want to eat when you have the flu, okay? We masked up and went to the grocery store to start to get inspired. Again, this was from our shared expenses. We kind of just let ourselves buy whatever looked good because nothing was looking good. And we spent $47.77 on groceries. So in total this week, we spent $120.15. $81.25 of this comes from our shared expenses, which I pay just a set amount per month to Jake. So I personally, out of my personal variable spending, spent $38.85. Once again, I spent a lot less than I thought, which helped to resolve a lot of my anxiety. If this is your first video of mine, thank you so much for watching. Consider tagging along for more. I'd love to have you here. No matter who you are, YouTube thinks you'll like this video on your screen, so maybe watch it and see if the algorithm's right. And I will see you guys in the next one.